Ray Dalio's secret you can't afford to ignore. If you think diversifying just means buying a bunch of random stocks, you're in trouble. Ray Dalio, one of the richest investors in the world, calls diversification the holy grail. And if you don't get it, the market will tear you apart. But be careful. 90% of investors get it wrong. And today, I'll show you why. You could be risking everything simply because you don't know how to properly distribute your capital. But in just a few minutes, I'll break down the biggest mistakes and show you how to build a recession-proof portfolio. People always say, to be safe, just buy a bunch of different stocks. But guess what? That's not diversification. That's just multiplying your risk. If all your investments react the same way to market shifts, you've just created more ways to lose money. According to Ray Dalio, the key is to spread your money across assets that move differently from each other. Why? Imagine your entire portfolio is made up of stocks. If the market crashes, everything crashes. But if you also own gold or bonds while stocks are tanking, other assets could save you. So diversification isn't just owning a bunch of assets. It's about having assets that respond differently to economic changes. Now that you understand this, let's talk about how to do it the right way, because one mistake could destroy your returns. Why diversification saves your portfolio. Imagine putting 100% of your money in tech stocks in 2022. Boom, market crash. Your portfolio sinks like the Titanic. Now, imagine instead you had gold, bonds, and some cash reserves. The market crashes, but you're chilling while everyone else pulls their hair out. That's why proper diversification does three critical things. 1. Lowers overall risk. If one investment tanks, the others can offset the losses. It's like having multiple legs to stand on. 2. Protects against uncertainty. No one can predict the future, so instead of trying to time the market, build a portfolio that can weather any storm. 3. Makes your portfolio more resilient. A mix of uncorrelated assets means more stable returns over time, fewer shocks, fewer heart attacks. So if you only own stocks and think you're diversified, hate to break it to you, but you're living in a fantasy. How to really diversify and not screw it up. All right, now you know that going all in on stocks is like playing Russian roulette with your portfolio. But how do you actually diversify? Ray Dalio doesn't just throw money around. His secret, assets that move in opposite directions. When one drops, another rises. Simple, right? Here's a basic formula for a bulletproof portfolio. 1. Stocks for growth. 2. Bonds for stability. 3. Commodities, gold, oil, hedge against inflation. 4. Cash, so you can seize opportunities. 5. International investments, so you're not tied to just one country. The key isn't just owning these assets, it's knowing how much to allocate to each. If you get the balance wrong, you're still screwed. Final question, are you actually diversified or just lying to yourself? Now you know, diversification isn't just owning a bunch of assets, it's about allocating them strategically. You can keep betting on a single horse, or build a portfolio that won't collapse at the first sign of trouble. If this video opened your eyes, smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss more investment secrets.